halfway point of the fourth quarter. Kate Flores up top. Here's Fran Yu. Pulls up for three, and that's good for Fran Yu!
Gutsy. All guts. I saw this when he helped out that run win a championship a few years ago, but definitely that's a big shot coming from Fran Yu.
He is just so courageous, coach. And here to give it to Chua, who's been one of the hot hands here. But a foul from Flores. Troy Rosario has his number with regards to the defense.
Troy started the first quarter attacking Flores and Kuntapay. He has not stopped since.
6 fouls for Flores. And he will go to the bench. That is going to impact Northport, at least on the rebounding and effort end, because he's one of the best in the entire league at doing that.
But one thing that Kate Flores will have to learn in his young PBA career is to just play on and just stay away from the game officials, I guess. Because I thought that hurt his game. As Kuntapay, the big hero, with a 12-point explosion in the first 2 quarters, comes in to provide inside defense for Northport. What about Troy Rosario? Doing everything that he can. Scoring, rebounding, assisting, but most of all leading the Bossings in this big fight back. Top 19.
You know, Coach, this numbers there for Kate Flores, only 6 points. But then even if it was just 6 points production, the effort that he put in on defensive end was just immeasurable here for the Northport Batang Pier. So it'll be interesting to see how they adjust.
They had that crucial layup earlier on the 2-man game execution with Fran Yu.
Here's Kuntapay. Giving it to Arvin Tolentino. Christian David right in front of him. Tolentino spins inside, takes it by himself, no good, and the ball will stay with the Northport Batang Pier with 2.9 left here in the shot clock.
Christian David matching up well against Arvin Tolentino. He's taller and longer.
Well, for Christian David, it's a season high in points and 1 rebound array for a rebound record. And for Rosario, it's a season high in points here for Troy Rosario. So a lot of all of these big players are stepping up in this practical elimination game between these two.
And that's why this is the type of game that we have witnessed from the onset. It's either today because there's no more tomorrow for these two teams.
Pull-up jumper, and that's a foul. Fran Yu getting the better of the veteran.
And JV does that so well. Countering and then stopping and then extracting a shooting foul. It also helps when you have a good outside shot to force the defense to close out long.
Here's Fran Yu. Chance to extend the lead here. It's been all Blackwater here in the second half. They scored 33 points in the third quarter, has 18 now. And that's a big miss there for Fran Yu in the Northport Batang Pier. So, could you imagine, this Northport team so far has scored 35 points in the entire second half. Habang ang Blackwater in 1 quarter scored 33.
Yes. And all this because the 3-point line was defended better by the Bossings, by Blackwater.
3-point lead. Northport in charge, but only for a moment. At least that's what the Blackwater Bossing hope. And that's going to be a foul there from Kuntapay. And Troy Rosario has been doing the best job at baiting the younger defenders here.
He's been overpowering his defenders. He will be rewarded with 2 free throws once more.
Troy Rosario at 26 points here, looking for 2 more to up his tally to 28.
And I thought that Troy could have easily been over 30 points had he made most of his free throws. Good bounce for Troy Rosario, who now has a team best 27. 15 free throws, or rather, yes, 15 free throws missed by Blackwater at 53% shooting.
Rosario gets that to go, and all of a sudden, it's just a 1-point lead here. 507 rather, left here in the fourth quarter. Here is Fran Yu. Fran Yu working against Quetkate. The attack. Oh, no good there. Brave drive, but then does not get the points. Nambatak, Christian David thought about it, gives it to Troy Rosario instead. It's been his game so far here for Blackwater. How far can he take them? Troy Rosario spins inside, and that's a great finish from Troy Rosario.
Nobody can stop Troy Rosario single coverage. Turns to his left shoulder, no problem. Spins baseline, still no problem.
And Blackwater finally have the lead.
For the first time since quarter 1.
They led by as much as 2, but Kuntapay, oh my goodness! We were wondering when he'd score another 3. His first 3 of the second half. 15 big points from Kuntapay. Christian David answers back with 3.
Some career performances is what we're seeing here in this extremely exciting match. Tit for tat. Exchange of 3s. Back to 1-point lead for Blackwater.
Oh, don't blink now. Here's Arvin Tolentino. He'll try. No basket because it's an offensive foul on Kuntapay. Take a look at this. Kuntapay. Kuntapang gets the 3 to go. At sa kabila naman, si Christian David answers back with 3 of his own. And it's been that type of ball game here in the Caloocan Sports Arena.
How do you solve the post-up plays of Troy Rosario?
Let's see if they go to it again, Coach. At least logic dictates that they're going to go to it because it works. Chua. Nambatak finding Chua. Wide open for a moment. He drives instead. High off the glass, no. David gets another 2.
Using his full 6-7 frame to help out Troy Rosario and Justin Chua with their inside game. Biggest lead of the half of the 4th for Blackwater.
Here's Franu. Quepete in front. A foul on the drive. .312 left here in the 4th quarter. And what a ball game we've been having here, Coach. Just back and forth over and over again. Still, though, what a comeback it's been here for the Blackwater Bossing. Down by 19 at one point. And now Northport are the team chasing.
Another missed free throw here coming from Fran Yu. This one earlier. These are precious points that they need, especially with this tremendous uprising thrown at them by Blackwater.
You know, another big difference here is that Arvin Tolentino hasn't gotten to the line as much here in the second half. He went to the line around 8 times in the first half.
2 quarters.
And all of a sudden, he's only had 11 attempts here so far. So that's just a +3 from 8 attempts in the first half. And almost a turnover here. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Almost turnover. Christian David attacks, drives, goes inside, and unable to finish in close range. Chance for Northport to tie with a 3 or turn the lead down to 1. Fran Yu attacks Chua, and that's a great finish inside after the blow-by.
Using its foot speed to elude the defense of Justin Chua. But what about Kuntapay stopping that last offensive sequence?
Another look at that here. Here's Fran Yu. Speed advantage beats the height advantage, and Fran Yu finishes in close range to pull Northport just a bit closer. 30-second timeout here, Coach. What has happened here in this ball game, in this second half? Because it's not just the defense of the Blackwater Bossing. Offensively, they actually also found a rhythm.
Inside scoring, that's one. Number 2, offensive rebounding, second chance points, and the Christian David factor. Troy Rosario has been a constant all conference long, but Christian David, definitely one of the best performances I've seen of this young player, a first-year player, showing us what he can be in the near future. Sky's the limit when you talk about the potential of this 6'7" small forward.
24 points, a career high for Christian David. If he had his way, he's not done yet. And there's still a lot of time for him to add on to his tally. But the most important stat that he wants is another win under his belt.
The battle to stay alive, the fight for a seat in the playoffs, that is a part of the tunnel vision of Batang Pier. who's playing their final match in the preliminary phase, while Blackwater looks to escape from that 5-game losing skid and approach the last 2 games with a more confident, with a confidence-boosting 4th win of the Philippine Cup.
2-2-1 press here for the Northport Batang Pier, easily dealt with by Blackwater. Here's Christian David working on William Navarro. Christian David, 24 points, make it 26 with emphasis.
What can you say about Christian David? That's why he's a very high draft pick. That's a Division I legit NCAA player.
We are seeing the best of Christian David, and Blackwater up by 3. Monzon can't tie it up. Arvin Tolentino keeps that alive for William Navarro, but it's Chua who has it.
Lost opportunity for Navarro and Batang Pier, who are now behind by 3 on a massive second half performance coming from Blackwater.
Troy Rosario, Christian David, it is the bigs here at the Blackwater Bossing who have been getting the job done. Don't forget Chua as well. Troy Rosario, the spin and the finish.
Rosario throwing back the hands of time, reliving his excellent early years. And this is the Troy Rosario that we really know. Aggressive, feisty, and can hurt you from inside and out. Punishing Navarro, Kuntapa, and earlier Kate Flores from the first quarter all the way to the 4th.
Troy Rosario has seen it all. He's been there, he's done that, and he's now doing it all with a season high of 32 against the Northport Batang Pier. 9 rebounds and 6 assists as well.
That 10-day rest really worked well for them. In fact, it has hurt Northport, who just played a night ago, in terms of fresh legs. And now they are behind by the biggest deficit in this collision course, down 6 late here in the 4th.
They were down 6. They are down 6 rather, but they were up 19 as Arvin Tolentino is trying to will his team back into this one. Bekwete able to give the pass as Northport's press is again broken. Here's Nambatak. Chua offering a pick to his left. Gets away from Monzon. He thought about it. Now Chua. Watch out, because it's Christian David. A career high. He'll get a 3. That's short. And almost a save there.
Wow.
But here's Arvin Tolentino. Touchdown pass, and Northport are all of a sudden within 2 once more.
That's why coaches always reminds the players not to save the basketball anymore when the clock is winding down, because that play hurt Blackwater.
They need a breather. They need a breather, coach. We need a breather. Let's take a break. $113, $111 in favor of the Blackwater Bossing against the Northport Batang Pier. Let's take a look at Arvin Tolentino, who in the first half was here to lead the Northport Batang Pier, and he just hit one of the biggest baskets here for Northport Batang Pier. Going into that timeout, he has 23 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. Coach, if Troy Rosario's been doing it all on one end, the other side has Arvin Tolentino.
That's true, and he scored the last 4 points already for Northport. We saw this in their last match versus Terra Firma. Tried to take over in the 4th, just came up short with that final look to send that game into overtime. Today, trying to write a different story. Tolentino continues to be the go-to guy for Batang Pier. Incidentally, this is the conference best in terms of offense for Blackwater with over 110 points. Previously, they hit the century mark only once, scoring 103 in that 110-103 loss to the Elasto Painters While on the flip side, Northport hit already 124 points. And normally, when the scoring is this high, it favors Northport. But in this matchup, you just can't tell.
Oh, you can't tell, Coach. All the numbers go out the window. Here's Stingray ng Batak. And an offensive foul. The chicken wing was too big, Coach.
Franyo has been trying that. Putting a lot of pressure on Stingray ng Batak. This time, extracts that offensive foul. Possession swings to the flip side.
The Stingray with the chicken wing, and now the turnover will hold on to the air here. 113, 111, 52.3 left here in the fourth quarter. Coach, Northport, we were talking about it a while ago, may be feeling a bit of fatigue considering their last game was just the other day. Habang naka 10-day break yung Blackwater Bossing.
And the way that game went is similar to what we're seeing here at present.
Take a look at that there.
That's a hook.
There's the hook coming from Nambatak.
As Franyo got in cornered after he crossed the half-court line. Northport looking to equalize. Blackwater looking for one big defensive stop.
PBA Mayo Uno, pasasalamat sa manggagawang Pilipinos. Samahan ninyo kami sa May 1, Labor Day sa PhilSports Arena. Kayo at inyong pamilya ay libreng makakapanood ng PBA Games Live para makuha ang iyong ticket. Pakita lamang kahit anong patunay na ikaw ay isang manggagawang Pilipino. Mas maraming kasama, mas masaya. Ang Mayo Uno Game Day ay pasasalamat ng inyong PBA sa lahat ng manggagawang Pilipino. Mabuhay po kayo. And again, just show all your proof that ay magagawang Pilipino kayo and join us in what is set to be a great party in the PBA this May 1. But of course, please continue joining us here in this great party in Caloocan City because the Blackwater Bossing Northport Batang Pier are going down the line. And it's a chance here for Northport to potentially tie this up. Arvin Tolentino working on the bid, the spin. A chance to score two from the line, exactly where Arvin Tolentino wants to be.
That was quick. Getting that ball in, but more than that, getting that ball deep to Arvin Tolentino. Will be tested from the free throw line.
Tolentino gets the first.
5 straight points for Arvin Tolentino. This was a 6-point lead, remember, as we hit the 2-minute mark earlier.
They make two, and it's a tied ball game. And Arvin Tolentino and the rest of Northport Batang Pier will not go away. 47.4. It is a game of razor-thin margins. And coach, perhaps, maybe overtime needed to separate them. Let's take a look at the stakes again here, coach. Walk us through it in terms of the standings.
Simply because these two teams would like to make the last 8, because that spot in the last 8 or in the 8th spot guarantees that you will play in the quarterfinals. Northport will play their last match in today's battle. Blackwater still has 2 more. And the chase is to get to 5 wins. Baralco also trying to get to 5 wins. They have 2 more games to play. Treferme has 1, but they already have 5. Only 8 teams makes it to the playoffs. Top 2 teams will twice to beat Edge in the quarterfinals.
It has been a very competitive conference here so far, coach. Imagine Terrafirma Jeep, a team that's had struggles in the past, able to put themselves in contention
because of the
playoffs.
win against Northport the previous night.
Absolutely, coach. So even here at this end of the table, we're having almost playoff-like basketball.
True.
Trying to make sure that they have another game to play. And back here in Caloocan, 47.4 left here in regulation. We never know if we're going to extend. We'll find out soon enough. But considering the luck of our floor director, Rhino Denshal, who's had a record number of overtime games this conference, you never know.
Career best also, like Christian David.
Absolutely.
Troy Rosario.
Troy Rosario with a season high.
James Quequete coming from a season best or conference best in their last match versus Magnolia.
Kept a bit quiet here so far, coach. 7 points to his name
But
only.
Nambatak with an outburst together with Justin Chua and of course Christian David.
Quequete, he gets it up top. Zone right in front of him. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. They go to Troy Rosario. The double is there. Thrown away. Quequete finds Chua inside. Chua can't get the basket, but the tap is not there.
Multiple chances. They will review this. They had the right idea. Went to the correct player. Lost the basketball. Good recovery. Perfect pass. Just could not finish.
Let's take a look at that again,
This
Coach.
recovery. Perfect pass.
To Chua, and Chua.
That's one. The first attempt.
Here's a second.
This is two. This is three. That ball just would not drop in. Oh!
It looks like Northport.
That's why everybody was walking downstairs already.
So after the review, Northport with possession, I believe. Brand new to inbound, and here is Blackwater pressing all the way.
Are they going to Arvin Tolentino once again?
6-second difference between shot and game clock. All knotted up at 1:13. Here's Munzon. Looking for Arvin Tolentino. Christian David right in front of him.
That's not a post-up, that's an isolation.
Arvin Tolentino with the jumper, and he gets it!
Wow. 8 straight points for Arvin Tolentino in the clutch.
They're not done yet. Tambata could not get it off the back, and Northport will survive and take the win courtesy of 8 straight points from Arvin Tolentino.
Down 6 and keeping Blackwater scoreless in the last 2 minutes.